Very good morning, and I know some of you joined. I thought I'll quickly. If am I audible? If you're able to listen my voice, can you please say yes? Lag raha hai kya? So my Hindi is very bad. So uh, I think you meant what's happening, right? So all right, okay, my voice is audible. So I think the Nifty pretty much opened very volatile, and as you can see here, there was a very long candle. I think it's about 200 or more than 200. I think high is about 231 and low is about 966, which is almost like 300 points and or 250 points. And then the second one is also quite long candle. I think this probably sets the tone, saying that Sensex is going to be quite volatile. But then this also one quick suggestion from me is not a day to put stop losses. The reason is the moment you put stop losses, they get hit quite hard and you will end up losing money. And that's a challenge. So I would suggest, I think if you're doing any trades, I think spreads would be a better option. Not putting stop loss is also a good thing, but then you may want to put a stop loss at the overall PNL, but not at the individual trades level. So Sensex strategy is about 280 rupees. And all right, so let me quickly explain some of the trades that I did so that you will get some good idea of what's happening, right? So uh, s- uh, Sensex, as you know, let me go back to the time frame. It's actually started falling from pretty much opening till what time is it? 9:30. What I did was if I go back to orders, I think as of 96 orders, and then I kept on selling the PE. I know some were rejected because I did not have the margin available, but that's all right. So I think the peak I sold. These are all the some of the orders that I sold, mainly from the PE perspective. I think this is bit of a challenging when you are a seller. You need to go against the market. So I think most of my trades happened at around 1 second PE. I think the highest was about 50. I think that's what it happened, and then I kept on selling PE quite a bit. And as of now, these are the positions that I have, right? So yeah, so PE, I will be standing on this 80,500 PE, and then maybe I think if I go back to the chart, let me go to 5 minutes. I think, yeah, I think I kept on selling when somewhere in this range, right? So 67, and then yeah, I think I started selling at about 67, and then I also start sold here, but eventually this fell down. And I think right now Sensex is pretty much, I believe, very volatile. I think I do not know such a low premiums. I think, yeah, I mean, Raghav, it's all your risk appetite, so there is nothing right or wrong. My view, as far as you are making money, I think you should do whatever works for you. Again, I obviously can't give a suggestion saying that you should do this, but this is what which I did. That's all I can say. And yeah, right now, I think 81,000 PE. I think I am going to hold this, and also I have some CE positions here. If I go back to let's say Sensex here, let me go to the payoff chart, and then yeah. So I think to answer Raghu's question, I think this is part of seller's life, right? So the risk reward is quite not so good. The reason is your reward is about 5 lakhs, and then the risk is about 24 this side, and then the this side is about 44 lakhs, and then I think that's part of life. So we I mean that's how the things would work. But having said that, we will not let this risk to capitalize, right? So or materialize. I think that's the right word. So as soon as, let's say, probably this falls down somewhere here, you would want to end up exiting the PE position, say that staggered approach or the completely one of those things, and then that's where you will probably reduce the risk that point of time. But you would not wait these things to get materialized. I think this is the payoff chart, and if everything goes well, you get about, I think, probably this is because I'm not able to see the number here, but then the percentage here. If I remove these, I think I'll, yeah, about, it says about 3 lakhs, I think. Yeah. Anyway, I think this is I think, yeah, here I can see, my bad, it's about 1% returns are little more than 1%. I think as of now 1%, but I think if I wait till the expiry, it will probably give about 2% or little less than 2%. That's the thing right now. Okay, why selling spikes? So I think this is why selling spikes, because this is where the premiums are high, right? So you'll have to capitalize the high premium. But again, you need to be sure whether Sensex is going to really drop or come back. So there could be scenarios where Sensex probably, let me go back to this chart, right? So when Sensex is falling, I started selling puts, but then I say, as I said, I think probably one of the videos I would have said something, we need to have a view. That view could be right, view could be wrong. But then today, I was following this 15 minutes linear regression, right? It's pretty much touched at the bottom. I was kept on selling here, but I think if it is probably crossing this and then also breaking this 100, I would definitely I would be getting into panic mode. But right now, today, kind of did not happen. So as soon as it touched here, it also reversed here. Now, as you can see, it is also falling a little bit here. So we'll have to see how the day would really unfold. I think I would have probably lost some money because it is falling. Let me look at, go back to this one. Again, not a massive loss, I think, at this point of time. 2.87, I think still it is intact. And also I have these overnight positions from yesterday. There was quite a bit of a time decay happened, and let me go back to Nifty. Time decay is quite a good. I think I did not do anything other than holding on these trades. And Sensex, if I go with Sensex, I think, yeah, this is also good, I think, right now. So let me go back to position. So I'm not, as I said, I'll probably stick on to this PE. This is at least Sensex looks super volatile. And if I go back to 15 minutes, yeah, I think you got 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, and then all are big candles, and then anything can happen today. I just need to uh, put some conditions and then leave it there, at least for this particular point of time. But I think right now my trading strategy is I will stick on to this one. I think Sensex at least expire above 81,000 and then expire below 81,520. Those are the numbers that I'm tracking. I think I will still stick to it. And also I will keep an eye on this 100 SMA on the 15 minutes candle, and then if it breaks, I would be definitely be panicked. So right now it is about 80,807. Sensex support and short, Kranti Prasad. Yeah, I think you can see, right? So I usually follow linear regression. So a lot of other people in the market, they follow pivot points, but then I think if I put the pivot points, so it took a supported L4, and which is about 80,897. This is Camarilla pivot points, and then yeah, I think if L4 breaks, you might, as I said, you will have to panic, and then I would not be panicked until 80,807 is broken, which is 100 SMA on the 15 minutes chart. I think that's the plan for now. As the premium, Raghav, I did not understand your question. Will you put SL? No, today I'm not planning to put any SLs. Stop losses, at least. The reason is, as you can see, these candles are very volatile and massive, right? I think each 15 minutes candle is pretty much doing about 100 to 200 points, and it doesn't make sense to put any stop losses there. However, as I said, I will in fact exit depending on the PNL. Suppose if I hit a loss of about 5 lakhs, probably I'll quit entire trade. I do not want to put at the individual trade. So I think that's the thing. That's the plan right now. Let's see how the day would shape up. And as of now, I think the day looks fairly good. About 3.72 lakhs, and this I'm not going to make any changes, at least from the Nifty perspective. But Sensex, as I said, today is expiry, right? So I think one more I want to tell you. I started with on the CE side 82,000 CE, and then I made some money on the 82,000 and also 81,000 CE. Right now, I'm at 81,800 CE, and also my this one is hedge is very close, about 500 points, in case if there is a massive up move. I think I will end up losing about 24 lakhs. I think, yeah, as I said earlier, I would not wait till. I think if Sensex reaches here, I might probably want to capitalize on the P. I will do some adjustments here and there, but right now, if the day goes well, I think about 5 lakhs is something that I'm targeting. All right, I think that's all for now, and I will come back a little later. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and if I can answer, I will answer. But otherwise, I'll wait for another 1 minute. If you have any questions, you can feel free to ask. Let's look at while we are on the screen. Let's look at what is happening with the open. Oh, I think open interest. There is a massive support at 81,000, but I think the maybe I will. I think if Sensex is hovering around, I will do probably 81,000 straddle little later, because these two looks quite closer, and with the immediate hedge, so that would probably, that is something that I'll give it a try and then see how it goes. And PCR is like 1.0, which is straight forward. Yeah, I think that's what it is for now. Janith came back, and welcome back, sir. I would assume you are a man. So how do you build the position sizing as the, yeah, so today what I did was, right, so Kranti, it's a little more than that number. I used because I used Nifty also, right? Nifty, I think took away 1.2, I think, and Sensex about 3, and then I'm left with about 1 crore, I think, right now. And I'll keep this for the adjustments for the remaining day and then see. I think to answer Janit's question, right? So I do keep building the position size as the day progresses, right? So that's what which I typically do. And here, if you see here, I think the Sensex is falling. That's all right, not worried. Yeah, say as you can see here, right? So maybe sell I will show. I think some of these things are rejected, but maybe let's look at if there is a status complete. All right, so you can see here 8,500 P. I kept on building these positions from yeah, from 9:15. Usually I do enter at the starting of the day, and then I kept on adding those positions as the time progressed. And then I think the last position I entered was around the 9:42, and then this is where I kept on adding the positions. I think the peak it was about 52 4.52 rupees. I think that's the capital. Sorry, that's the premium. All right, I think let me hide this. And so 876, and yeah, I think it's a bit of a, again, violent moves. And so right now it is still 23. Premiums too less, hard to manage in spikes. Yeah, I agree. Kranti Prasad, I agree with that thing. Already I have added some more PA positions, and um, yeah, this is a little scary. So when it is actually stays for so long, there could be some bit of a reversal there. But right now, anyway, I said, 1 second, let me look at C once what's happening. Yeah, see, I think it's profitable. I might add some more C positions and see. I think I do not have this. That's all right. Okay. Not too many spikes. Mhm. One second. I start with 20%, but that makes me miss the morning decay. Can you give a blueprint in percentages cap around blueprint in percentages cap is around 20%, but makes me miss the. No, I think starting with 20% is absolutely all right, Janit, because if you try to put all the capital in case if the direction goes against you, you will not have any money left to really recover the losses. I think that's a challenge. I think your approach, my view, is absolutely right. I think the thing is, if you're too greedy in the morning, the challenge is in case, let's say, if there is a reversal happens at about 10, 11, you would end up firefighting, and then your entire day is going to be very, very stressful. So uh, I think your approach is right. 20%, my view, is absolutely right. I think maybe you can get into 25 to 30%. I think once you are comfortable with your direction, you can always get under 50% starting of the day, and then but then do not touch that 50% until 11:30. That way you will have some money to really uh, play around. So the reason you might ask, right? So the reason I did uh, pretty much, if you look at I have used right now, I have used about close to about 60 70% capital. The reason is I have a backup here, right? So Nifty, I have kept around 1.21. So in case if Sensex goes wrong, I would in fact exit this trade, and then whatever it is, I will get that margin and then try to do something here. That's the reason. So this is while it is giving some money, but this is for me is a backup margin as well. In case if this goes bad, I would exit this and then try to do something here. I think actually I do non-directional short volume. Okay, let me put Janit. I do non-directional short volume, short gamma triangle. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So I do not have any suggestion. So as far as you are making money, you should continue to do that, because this is like the way which I would look at trading, right? It's like a batting style of a cricketer. For example, Dhoni style versus Tendulkar versus Virat Kohli. Their styles are very different, or Rohit Sharma, right? But then they do produce the results. And as far as it is making money, I think should do it. Continue to do that. No need to copy others. I'm sure one day we'll also do a live video and then share across what is happening in your life. So these are all like my own learning. Again, my intention is to not to say that you go on and copy these traits, right? So that's going to never work. So my suggestion is to do these and then watch pretty much every trader in the world. Again, I think anybody is making a good money. Maybe they are good traders. There is no bad trader, right? So even somebody loses money, they're a good trader, just that their strategy did not work. So look at all the people and then come up with your own style, what works for you. And then never ever copy the traits and then try to copy something which doesn't work to your lifestyle or your style rather. I think that's what which my suggestion. Absolutely. So I think you should learn from pretty much everybody, right? So there are quite a good of scalpers. There are people do amazing job with the buying, and then there are a lot of people do amazing job with the positional trades, and learn from everybody, and then come up with your own style. I think that's how you would actually learn and then improve. That's all. All right. I think it's 10:21. I think. Are you think? Are you think? No, I think the question is, do you think about loss before build positions? Yeah, I mean, yeah, there is always some bit of a fear, but I think that's fine. Generally, what would happen is starting of the month, I will be a lot more careful. But then once I'm profitable in that month, I tend to take big risks, and then sometimes they get into losses. But that's all it. So last Friday, I did not do video. I was at my hometown. It's a Tenali in AP, and then I did unnecessary trades and then lost about 20 lakhs. Uh, yeah, it took some time to recover, and uh, yeah, so this week is all about recovering, right? So I think I mostly recovered most of the things, and yeah. All right, then I think I need to log off now. I need to get back to work, and then that's all. Have a great remaining day, and then bye bye.